Quick views in Dynamics are great. They let you look at information on a related record, but all the fields are locked. Did you know you can use the form control to do that exact same functionality and be able to update the record you're looking at without having to navigate to it? Let's boost the user experience with the form control and talk about the impacts that using this has on your data. As always, here we are back in the Power Apps Maker portal. In this example, we are going to navigate to the contact main form, and we are going to put this functionality onto the parent account lookup. Now, I recognize there are a ton of other use cases for this. Maybe you want to give customer service reps the ability to update an account directly from the case record, or update an account's entitlement directly from the work order. Anyways, here we are on our contact main form. You're going to want to make sure you clear some space for this form control. A little bonus tip, I would actually recommend creating a new form that you'd like to nest as opposed to using an existing one. In these situations, you probably want this nested form to be as minimal as possible. You don't need all of the extra information. As you add more fields to this form, it's gonna look a little weird because your users are gonna have to scroll. And again, the point of using this is to boost the user interface, not hurt it. In order to create some space for our nested form, I'm actually gonna create a new section called account information right here. Then I'm going to add the account name lookup and our eventual account form. Once you know where you're going to be placing your form, go ahead and select components in the ribbon, and then on the left hand side, open up the display group and find the form control. Then click and drag the form control wherever you would like it to be on the form. Once you let go, you're going to have to select the lookup that you would like the form control to reference. For me, in my situation, I'm going to use the customer name field. If you aren't familiar, this is the same as the account name field. If you're not seeing your field in the list, try selecting your field on the form and then in the properties pane, adding the component there. I have had some funny business happening where my lookups aren't showing in this. But anyways, after you set your lookup, the next step in the process is selecting the main form you want it to reference. Note that this is only going to show main forms. It does not show quick creates, it does not show card forms, it does not show quick view forms. They are unfortunately not compatible. I did notice that here it looks like you can add multiple forms. I haven't personally done this. If you have and you know how this works, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Now that we've selected our lookup and our form, go ahead and hit done. There are a couple of important nuances that you need to know when using the form control, but we're going to talk about that in just a second after we publish. Also, I had noticed every time I had added this control, it said this source record not selected. If you are seeing this, it is okay. Go ahead and save and publish. While this is publishing, I just want to say thank you so much for sticking this far into the video. If you're finding this video helpful or insightful, consider checking out another video on the channel or share this video with a friend. It is truly the best way to support me in creating content on YouTube. Okay, we are done publishing. Let's go ahead and look at our contact record in Dynamics. You can see that our contact form now has a nested account form here. This larger form does cause a lot of scrolling, so keeping what I said earlier in mind, I would recommend using a separate form to do this. If I navigate quickly to the account record, you can see that it is mirroring the sections and the fields directly from this form. Now, two important things. If it hasn't been obvious, you can only utilize lookups with this control. Or said in a different way, the parent records of the parent-child relationships. Or with tables that utilize one-to-many relationships or one-to-one relationships, you got to utilize the table on the side of the one. Secondly, we need to talk about how Microsoft Dynamics is actually saving this data if you were to update a record in the nested form. So say I were to update some of this account information while being on the contact record. When I go to save the contact record, Dynamics is actually going to save the contact and the account record. So any updates to the account record would then be put into effect then. If you are interested in how you can boost the UI UX of your Microsoft Dynamics platform, go ahead and check out this playlist here. This is curated to cover a bunch of the different controls all within Power Apps that you can begin using today. Thank you guys so much for sticking to end the video. My name is Griffin Lickfelt, the host of Citizen Developer, and I'm excited to connect with you guys in the next one.